So, Dylan, thank you for taking the time. You've started off 2023 in a pretty big way. I mean, most people don't start on national television on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
How long did you have to keep it a secret that you were going to be part of that big telecast?
Um, I think just pretty much till I think it got announced. You know, we I mean we were telling our like circles and stuff, but um I don't think it was that big of a deal in the sense of people telling, because I don't think anybody was gonna just tell everybody, you know. I don't think it was that big of a secret to begin with, but
When you're dealing with actors, they're not allowed to say things before they happen. They have to wait for that Hollywood Reporter or that deadline.com thing. But I guess it's different in the world of indie rock.
right, right.
Well, did you know all along that Applause was the song that you were going to be doing?
Yeah, yeah. We had a song to release and we were like, oh, this might be like the perfect thing, you know? So,
Yeah.
um, and I feel like most people were doing like new songs of theirs. So, um, yeah, that was kind of the deal.
It was definitely a more punk rock vibe than just about all the other artists who were on that telecast. Did you get
Yeah.
any pushback of, hey, could you do a cover of a top 40 song? Or is it you guys got your 5 minutes, do what you please?
Um, we definitely like we were slotted for like more time than the you know the amount of minutes applause is. So we were like, let's do something that people are gonna know, you
Yeah.
know, in some sense. So we did like a cover and we did Sabotage.
Which never gets old. That song is 30 years old next year,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah,
Was
totally.
that music video a big part of your musical upbringing?
I'd say so. Yeah, I feel like it's definitely been influential to most artists or people that dabble in music for sure.
Now, that's not the only big part of your 2023 touring with Fiddlar, a great, great band. One
Mhm.
of my favorite new discoveries of the past few years is Fiddlar. I discovered them because their guitarist was or bassist was filling in for a little while in the band Rooney. And,
Oh,
hey,
really?
what band you in? Oh, Fiddlar.
Brandon?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly. My friend Taylor, who's now in Train, was in Rooney, and he said, "Oh, this guy's in Fiddlar." How did you
nice.
first learn about Fiddlar?
Um, well, Charlie was like a huge fan. He was a fan before any of us. He had been like listening to them since middle school.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, he just being around him, he was always talking about Fiddler. Everybody in high school was talking about Fiddler. They were just like the cool band in high school, so that's how we knew about them. And yeah, that was kind of their prime. Their they were really hyped at that time, like when we were like 16, 15, 16, 17. And there's this funny video of Charlie at uh an Amoeba Records performance that they did, and there was like one cut to Charlie like rocking out in the crowd to Cheap Beer. And it's really funny because he doesn't have the hair. He's really young and he's just
And he's way too young to be drinking cheap beer at that point.
right, right. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good video. It's a good video. For sure.
Agreed. So touring with them, was that you became friends with the band after being fans, or is that, hey, we've got the same booking agent? How did that come together?
Um, I'm unsure. I think the only it might have been like booking agent stuff, probably, but Zach did mention to us that he saw us play with Sunflower Bean,
Mhm.
and he saw the crowd reaction, and he was like, "Whoa, like that was pretty cool. Like, and I think maybe that was some sort of indication that we should go on tour with them. I don't know, but he did bring that up to us. So
And that tour is taking you all over the place. Is it a sign that we might be seeing your band hitting the road for 150 days a year in the near future?
um I mean, we played over 100 shows in 2021 or 2022. And we did a bunch in 2021. 2019 was kind of that for us. Um, it was a big touring year for us for sure. We're probably going to continue to do that just because we are a rock band and that's kind of what you got to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Every now and then you have that band that just doesn't want to hit the road, that wants to be more of a studio band and just put out the singles. But I'm guessing touring is not something that you mind at this point in time.
No, I think we all like it. It's one of those things where like when you're home, you want to be touring. When you're touring, you want to be home. It's like never ending cycle. So I don't think I'm ever going to get sick of it in some way. You know, obviously I got to count my blessings, but I just don't think at this point in my life I'm gonna get tired of it. But things change, you know.
The last time that I did an interview related to Liily, I had the pleasure of speaking with Maxx, and I threw in an obligatory question about Van Halen, and he mentioned growing up in a School of Rock kind of class that he wound up doing some Van Halen stuff that way. Were you also a School of Rock student?
Yeah, I actually met Max there. I met Max before any of them. We were like 6 or 7 years old when
Wow.
we started there. Um, yeah, I did a Van Halen show. I'm pretty sure it's the same one.
On
Yeah.
which instrument?
Uh, I think I only sang it in that show.
Really? Did you have to do Roth and Hagar Van Halen songs?
No. I think I just did like Panama and oof, I can't remember. I just remember Panama, but I don't think I did any Hagar Van Halen for sure.
And Maxx is a multi-instrumentalist. And I find that so many of the people who go through the School of Rock learn how to play a bit of everything. Is that the case for you too?
Yeah, yeah, I play guitar. We all dabble in like every instrument pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Charlie's taking up the drums. I'll send like guitar ideas, acoustic ideas, whatever. Um, we'll jam in a room and we'll switch it up. It's kind of how it is.
Got it.
Yeah.
So down to the last two questions here. The Fiddler tour, big deal. At least it is in my world and your world. Do you know what's coming up after that? You don't have to give me any spoilers, but do you know, hey, we have other touring plans and recording plans or anything like that?
Yeah, we're in the recording process right now. Um, we have a few songs in the works, so we're just trying to get music out as fast as possible. Touring wise, I'm unsure. We do have the Fiddler tour, just trying to put the other pieces together, and then yeah, that's all I can really say because that's all I know. So
Hurry up and wait. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. The last question I have has nothing to do with how fun your band is. It's, do you have a TV recommendation that you could pass along, a show that the wife and I should be watching that is Dylan recommended?
oh man, I haven't been watching much TV. Wow. Do you like Star Wars?
Sure. In small doses, Star Wars works.
Okay, well, I
You're,
mean,
you're a Bad Batch fan?
well, I no, I mean, I've watched it a little bit, but I'm more of like a Mandalorian fan. I really like that show.
Cool.
I started White Lotus just because of the hype, but I'm only through like 2 episodes, so I can't really give a proper like a proper rating. But um, I
Well,
don't
then
know.
one White Lotus question before I let you go, and
Yeah.
that's, was he wrong for complaining that he didn't get the pineapple suite?
I think it was a little excessive. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. It's there's clear red flags there to begin with. He's not a he doesn't seem like a very stand-up guy. So
Well,
yeah.
stay tuned. That's the best way I can say it on that end. But
Okay, well, thank you.
thank you for your time, and hope to see you live in New York in the very near future.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Thank you for having me.
Paltrocast.